What is up, everyone? My name is Joe Bragg with the Christian Board Gamers YouTube channel. Thank you so much for taking the time today to watch this video. We are actually going to be discussing the expansion to the Market, a pocket game. And this expansion is called The Upgrades, a market expansion. And I actually am really excited to talk about this. I thoroughly enjoyed the game, The Market, and then to add the upgrades to it was just a really nice touch. Added a little bit more strategy and a little bit more of a complexity that I just really enjoyed. Now, The Market plays for 1 to 2 players, which I love. I play a lot of games with my wife, and so it's just an enjoyable time to be able to sit down with the two of us. But with the upgrades, you can actually play this at one to 2 players, but if you had 2 copies of The Market, you could play it in 3 to 4 players, which I think is a really nice touch. So again, 1 to 2, or if you had 2 copies of The Market, you could play it at 3 to 4, which is really, really sweet. I'm going to have a how to play video for The Market in the description, but the upgrades is actually going to be a Kickstarter that's launching February 23rd of 2024, and I want to encourage you to check this out. I'll put a link to his Kickstarter on there. If you don't have a copy of The Market, you can actually do it through the Kickstarter, which is cool, but I really want to encourage y'all to pick this game up. I found it to be really, really puzzly. Both the original and with these upgrades. The way things are working, you have kind of 1 of 3 things you're doing on your turn. You're either gathering, exploring, or purchasing. And if you're gathering, you're simply collecting what are known as these temporary resources down on the bottom, and you can collect up to 2 temporary resources. So I could collect 2 of one, or I could spread that out however I wanted. The only thing I can't do is in the upgrades here, there is this temporary resource known as hard fire. So when I'm gathering, I cannot gather and change this resource. However, what I can do is I can spend up to 3 resources and then get the equal amount in hard fire in that gathering. So if I had 2 resources that are temporary here, I could spend them both and get 2 hard fire. This hard fire, much like the earlier temporary resources from The Market, they have a max of 3, which is normal for all, and you can't go above 3, but you could spend those temporary resources and get that hard fire in the equal amount, which is really nice. The other thing is, just like the original game, you can explore, and you draw 1 card, and if you want to purchase it, you could purchase it. If not, you draw another card, and if you didn't want to purchase that one, you can gain 1 temporary resource. What's nice about this is that can be the hard fire, which is really cool, so I could take that temporary resource as the hard fire in this case. The next option would be just to purchase a card that's already available. This can be from The Market, but it can also be one of these upgrades, which is nice. You'll see on the upgrades that you have the cost right down there on the bottom, but then also in the corner you've got hope, and you've got this new element called power. The win condition for the upgrades is the first to 50 hope or 15 power. So you're really, those are your points, hope and power, which is really cool. So you're just trying to go through and gain that. But with the upgrades, there are 3 levels in each of the 4 upgrades. Okay, so you have 4 upgrades, each of them have 3 levels. And so I could purchase this first one for the resource count, but let's say now I wanted to level up, right? I wanted to level up my upgrade. Instead of just purchasing this other one for the full cost, what I do is I discard the level 1, which then now pays for the highest resource. So in this case, I have a resource count of 5 on there that I can actually negate that with discarding that, pay the remaining resources, and now I have this leveled up. So I just went from 10 hope and 1 power to 15 hope and 5 power. So leveling up is very advantageous. If I don't have the other level, I can still purchase this. I can purchase this 3rd one so long as I pay it, but I pay the full resource count. And that's true of all the upgrades. So you can have upgrades without having to have them and build them in order. You just have to pay the full cost, whereas if I already have one in a particular type, I can then discard that to circumvent the highest resource cost to level up on the upgrade, which I actually really enjoy and think that plays a lot into the strategy. overall, I've had a lot of fun with this. I played it with my brother-in-law a couple times, and then my wife and I played it, and then I've played the solo mode of the original Market while it was on an airplane, and it was just really, really fun. I find the game to be satisfying. I find it to be puzzly. Just really enjoyed my time playing. And so I want to encourage you to support what's going on here and go. Like I said, the link for the Kickstarter will be down in the description. Again, this is designed by Wesley Cohn from Mere Pursuit, and just really, really, really like what he has going on here. Now, again, I'm not just saying that to say it. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. I wasn't sure what to make of it. Didn't necessarily check some boxes for me that in games that I would normally play. But I really like kind of a post-apocalyptic type theme, and this game has that, which I think is pretty cool. It's part of the lore. I'll let you discover that a little bit on your own. But it intrigued me. And then when I sat down and started to figure out how to play, and I was playing with my brother-in-law, we just found that we really enjoyed the strategy. It made us think. Like I said, it's got a puzzly aspect to it, and I think that's really, really neat. So if you're looking for an easy-to-pick-up game that you can play with one other person, or you can do the solo mode. The solo mode's actually really fun and satisfying as well. I played it 3 times. I won once and lost twice, so I think that's really good for a solo mode. Just as far as not being so easy to just win, I think that's really cool. If you're looking for a quick game to pick up, a game that you can play very fast, it doesn't take very long to play the game, but it'll make you think, and it has a nice puzzly feel. I definitely want to recommend the Market, and I certainly want to recommend the upgrades, because again, I think it adds just that next level of strategy, makes it a little bit more crunchy, and gives you some more things to think about. Just really impressed with it, especially being that it's a pocket game. It's small. You can travel with it. Like I said, I was playing the Market game on an airplane on my little tray table, and it was awesome just to be able to do that up at 33,000 feet. So again, I am really wanting to encourage you to check out their Kickstarter. It launches February 23rd of 2024. That link will be in the description. Follow what's going on there, and yeah, I'm just really excited, and I'm actually hopeful for some more games like this. It's definitely piqued my interest into a genre that I normally wouldn't have run to. So this is a short video, but it's intended to be. I just want to say, hey, this is a lot of fun. Go pick it up, and let's support what Wesley's doing over there. So thank you so much for taking the time. Again, like, subscribe, do all that fun jazzerific jazz that people say on YouTube channels and all that. And cool. Until the next time, you have yourself a blessed, wonderful time, and peace.